Good morning, bitch, and welcome to the morning tea with Lonnie Bee. Yes, y'all know we are the hottest show on YouTube.
You know that. Yeah.
Yes, I am so excited to be here this morning alongside the tea party. For those of you that don't know, my name is Lonnie Bee. I'm America's Judy on duty, and this is the morning tea with Lonnie Bee. Now, this is my tea party. Then I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Yes, over here we have Tony T.
What it damn do, man? Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, they got that light working today, Tony.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
No,
light
you
is
be over here
there.
looking like the black hole. Ain't nothing one on your dad.
The dental office now.
Yes, and we have the ridiculous Ron. Yes, there you go with that constipation sound. Yes, and we have Miami Mills.
Good morning, bitches and bitch ass.
Yes, we are up in here today. Now look at Miami, bitch. Yes, she look like a cut undertaker.
Yes, I'm coming for you, baby. I'm bearing everything that's not for me. Thank you.
So how was y'all weekend? Yes, how was y'all weekend? Let's start with you, Tony. Let me guess, you partied.
Of course, man.
Thank you.
I went fishing. Like, yeah, no question. I went fishing yesterday.
Fishing.
Sam, it seemed like the weekend has lingered in here with you. That loud pack is heavy, Tony.
My bad, man. But yeah, I went fishing, man. They said
Lucky we don't piss you here.
Say the government job.
it's legal now. It's legal.
Okay, what you do this weekend, Ron?
I chill pretty much. Had a few meetings here and there, played some cards, and just relax.
What was your meetings about?
This and that, man. You know, try to get some things together.
With your psychologist or what?
I need one.
Okay, so how your business come along, your mentorship program?
Everything come along good. Step by step, it'll be up and running soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what's up. Okay, what you do this weekend, Miami?
You know where I was at, Norman's bitch. You can catch me every weekend.
Making a lot of money.
Thank you, shaking it in the air. Shit, that's
Bitch, I am feeling this motherfucking genuine my pony.
Yes, bitch, I'm trying to ride it.
So how was your weekend, Miami?
It was actually pretty good. I had a good time this weekend. I did not go to the casino.
Oh, okay.
I still haven't bought anything. I cannot wait
Is
to
it
let
that bad,
this over.
Miami? The casino is that bad of an addiction for you?
I mean, it's just because Baltimore closed so early. They close at 2.
Uh-huh.
So I'm used to normally getting off at 3.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So, and then it's like the after hour. Everyone goes there
To the
afterwards.
casino. Okay.
Yeah, and just relax and, you know, turn up and stuff like that. And,
Okay.
and eat.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. I ain't eating.
But do you be gambling?
Yes, I do. That's the fucking problem. Yes,
What
I
you play?
do. I play roulette.
Oh,
I love
okay.
roulette.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yes, well, let's get into the tea with the tea party. So I'm going to start it off here. Now, you know, good girlfriends, normally I won't come in here with a hat. But shout out to my barber who didn't show the fuck up.
Thank you.
Over fucking slap. Shout out to E the barber. Yeah, we drop names for motherfuckers do us wrong. E the barber.
Yeah, I did the bus.
Yes, his real name is Eric.
I did
Yes.
the bus.
Yeah.
Eric.
Called me this morning talking about some Lonnie ain't gonna make it. I apologize. The next haircut is on me free. No, the couple haircuts is on you. You know I gotta come here and do this show. Y'all be here looking like a gay wolf. All right, so let's get into it. So, Trey Songz, your boy.
Ooh.
Yes, I don't know what's wrong with Trey. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Trey. He been in interview spazzing the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know what he said in the interview with the Breakfast Club?
What?
He said, bottoms up, launch Nicki Minaj's career.
When you look it up, it just did though.
No.
Was it bottoms up or was it monster?
What? No. What he said was bottoms up. She wasn't doing shit before bottoms
Yeah,
up. But she made it seem like it was because of her.
But you know, Nicki was big in the underworld.
She just crushed his song.
She was, but get this, and you know Nicki is the bitch that claps back.
Oh yeah.
So she didn't directly say something to him, but this is what she did on Twitter. She said, "Hey, Bobs," talking to her fans. She said, "Can you just send me a list of everybody that opened up for me?"
Wow.
And Trey Songz was on the list. Thank you. She was giving, if you made me, why the fuck are you opening up for me?
Facts.
Good point. That's
Good
a great
point.
I
one.
said, damn, that bitch claps back.
Yeah.
So was that the song with her and Usher?
Bottoms up. No, that's her, Trey Songz.
Right, but what's the song with her and Usher? Because I thought that was the hit.
She did a song with Usher, I don't know.
Now I think it was Monster that got her over the top.
Yeah, that was Monster really got her up there.
When she did Raymond?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Trey went on in that interview. He
Pills
was
and
like, because at
potions
first,
jump was a
Nicki
good
was
jump
just a
too.
girl that hang around with Lil Wayne.
But he telling
Nah,
the truth
she was
though.
hanging with Gucci Mane before all of that though.
Nah, she was.
I said, what the
She
fuck
hang
is
with
wrong
Gucci
with
Mane
Trey?
before
Trey
all
got
of
an attitude.
Yeah.
nah.
And then he wasn't just talking about Nicki, he talking about August.
Who?
Yeah.
Yes.
The dude singing?
Yeah, the dude singer
Oh,
August.
August.
So he went on to say August wasn't happy.
Why you commenting?
August, you know, August, they hot heads.
Mhm.
August got on Instagram and said, you want to see me with the hands, it's whatever. That's what
Ooh.
August was giving.
That's
So
mad
during
shit.
his interview, Trey was asked about his past altercations with August. Okay? He said August was talking crazy a couple of years ago. And he said, I don't want to fight. He said, I don't want to fight, says Trey. He said, I want to get some money.
Thank you.
He said, there's other people who got problems with me, and I ain't even going to address them. He said, I don't want to fight. And that's proved nothing. He said, but August was just talking reckless.
Yeah.
So August got offended. You know what I'm saying? He said, don't bring my name up in your interview.
Oh, thank
See
you.
me with the hands.
Oh.
See me
I
with
said, what the fuck is going on? Everybody's an R&B thug.
But
For
you not
real.
supposed to comment
Nate
on
Dogg is
another
no longer here.
in interviews, you don't supposed to you don't supposed to fall under the bus of the media and comment on another man. First of all, it's kind of like the Nicki situation. You helping them by speaking on them in any way. You giving them a light, even if they don't need it.
But I'm going to tell you what offended me with Trey said. Okay? Just a little bit. Okay? And I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way. Okay? But they was asking Trey about Chris Brown. And he was basically saying, Charlamagne was basically saying, well, you know, Chris Brown, he played it smart. He started singing R&B, and then he started singing pop. And he said, was he ever singing R&B? Like that about Chris Brown. So he was like, well, you know, it crossed over and Chris started doing well. He said, no, that's not what got Chris doing well. You know, he could dance and he was light-skinned.
Wow.
I said, hold up, Trey.
He taking it.
Somebody's
that's
bitter
hating.
about their career.
Yeah, that's kinda
Somebody's
hating.
bitter about their
That's
career.
kinda hating. That's
Somebody is bitter about their career.
See?
Now, we all know Chris Brown is talented. He
Is
could
a
be
motherfucker.
perfect. I
He
ain't gonna
taking
be
up for
perfect.
Trey. But I seen the interview. Every answer that he gave, he was real mild man. He wasn't. It was the way they addressed the questions, and he was saying that
He was mild-mannered because he's media trained.
he's well media trained.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like when a nigga talk about
So when you
fighting
media
and
trained,
shit,
that means that you can get up there and pretend
Ten.
like you're calm, but you're really mad
Somebody
as
could
shit.
diss you with a smile as long as the
Yeah.
smile is cool. No.
Mhm.
Yeah. Nicole said she seen the interview and she didn't like it.
I liked it. I mean, I felt
Because you like Trey
I
Songz.
think he was fucking with Envy though when he said the light skin thing, because him and Envy was going back and forth jokingly about certain things.
But he said it at the wrong time pertaining to Chris
Exactly.
Brown.
Ah.
Come on now. You can't do
I'm
that to Chris
sorry.
Brown.
You
Chris
can't.
Brown is talented as shit. I don't give a fuck if he was purple.
Yeah,
He's talented. The boy can sing.
he like that
He
though.
got issues, but he can sing.
All of them do, man.
Trey got
Yeah, they
issues.
all fucked up. Trey is bitter about his career. I think he mad because his album ain't doing too good, Ron.
Trey just
Probably-
was about to fight at his last show.
Yeah, he was. With his bodyguards.
Yeah. But the dude was in the audience.
But
bitch.
this his second time about to fight somebody at his shows. He
That
got
paid
into it
they
with the
money
staff.
to
Yeah, he
see
got
you.
into it with the staff, and now he getting into it with people in the audience.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You ready to fight somebody that paid their coin?
I
You need
think-
to take him to some of your meat.
Thank you. I think he smoked something
You
and
need
didn't
to
come back.
intervene, Trey.
Shit. He had a bad batch or something.
The
Okay, so y'all know Ricky Rose, Rick Ross.
Yes.
Now y'all
Ricky
know
Rose
his
is
shit is doing good.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
heard.
saying? So he out here promoting his new album and stuff. What is it called? Rather You Than Me. Yeah, he
Okay.
out here promoting his album and shit. So in the midst of him promoting his album, okay, he's looking for his fans, and the police is looking for him.
Ooh.
Okay, so you know him and his bodyguard, or him and his manager. I'm sorry, they got assault charges
Damn.
against some workers that was on his property. Now, the workers are saying that the property was shared with the workers because they work on the
On
property. So Rick Ross let the workers stay in the guest house.
All right.
So Rick Ross caught an attitude. This is what the workers are saying, because the workers had guests over in the guest house.
Oh, bitch.
Okay.
He gas to have gas.
Over in the guest house, celebrating one of the workers' birthday party.
Work party.
But that's not what Rick Ross said. Rick Ross said he comes home and he noticed, you know, something looked weird at his guest house. So he walked over to the guest house and it was dark. He yelled, "Anybody there? Anybody there?" Okay? Nobody said nothing. Then Rick Ross said, all of a sudden, somebody reached out and grabbed him. And he said he just beat the shit out of him.
Grabbed him how?
Just reached out and grabbed him and
This-
scared him.
Nighttime
So he said he
preliminary.
had to defend himself and he beat the shit out of him with a
Ooh.
pistol.
Ooh.
Now, I don't know about that story, Ricky Rose.
That's not too
I don't know
convincing
about
to me.
that story.
That's not too
Yeah.
convincing to me.
You don't want me to be the
Rose.
judge in that case. Okay? But the man said that they assaulted him, they jumped him, and they pistol whipped him, and they beat him real bad.
Ooh.
And he said his side of the story was because Rose wanted his company to leave, but he didn't want his company to leave when Rose gave him permission to stay in the guest house, so he figured he can have company.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, Ricky Rose.
Tenants, though.
So get this, Monica is back on the stage.
What?
Yes, and she's singing and opening up for R. Kelly.
Okay.
Yes, somebody Trey copied. Okay,
Thank you. That's
yes,
what I said.
okay.
See,
Somebody Trey copied.
Chris Brown is supposed to be Michael.
Somebody Trey
Chris Brown is supposed to be
copied.
Michael Jackson.
Allegedly.
And Trey Songz supposed to be allegedly R. Kelly.
Allegedly.
Those are the directions.
I
Yes.
agree to that.
So listen to this. So Monica, she's doing her thing. Okay, she's about to get ready for the stage. She's warming up her voice. She's doing her la 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 la, all that good shit. Okay. Then all of a sudden, somebody tried to sabotage her from not performing. Try to stop her from performing at R. Kelly's show. But get this, R. Kelly stood up for her.
Thank you.
No, this is my show. She performing. Okay? Now, word on the street is allegedly it was Tamar Braxton.
Ooh.
Or Nicki Minaj, allegedly.
Nope, they said Tamar Braxton.
Wow.
That's what they said. Now, you know Tamar don't really care for Monica. Because Tamar got mad at all those girls that went on the reel after Tamar got fired.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And she's considered Monica one of, her friends. But this is my thing when it comes to something like that.
Business number one.
Business is number one. Why are you trying to stop that girl bag? That's how she
that's
promote her work.
Right, and she's getting her money.
Regardless if you work there or not, you know what I'm saying? That's a promotion avenue for her.
Exactly.
Let her go on there and do her thing.
That's messed
know
up.
what
How
I'm
can
saying?
you sabotage something you once was a part of?
She was mad. That's what happens when you get mad that you're not a part of stuff. You make up rumors and all types of shit.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But Monica put up a post. She didn't directly say nobody else's name, but she said the devil is busy and she's blessed. I like that lady. That lady is fucking mature. I
Yes.
like her. For real, she was mature at 13 when she was
Because I
singing
would've
one of those things.
You like her as an artist?
Huh?
You like her as an
I
artist?
like Monica.
I think she's decent.
She's okay, but her personality make you like her overall.
She been through a lot.
I'm attracted to her personality. I think she's a grown woman. I like how she handles shit.
Yeah, she is a grown
She's a
ass
grown woman.
She been
Like
through
she
a-
grown
ain't,
for
she
me.
ain't.
Say no, it's not
She wore them grandma shoes on that video.
Yes, she was.
That fucking
She was 13. Yeah, she was 13.
Grandson is 13.
She was 13.
With
Don't
some
do that.
83-year-old
Don't do that
shoes
to
on.
Monica.
Bus stopper here.
Don't do that to Monica. I love you here at the tea party, Monica. Come see me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't come through
Okay.
with your girlfriend.
Yes. So listen, Nia Long. Remember we was talking
Like
about
that
Nia Long? We was
Ooh.
talking, is she like that? They say she is fucking like that.
For real?
They say she's a fucking diva. A lot of people start stepping up saying that bitch is a diva.
Damn.
She got attitude problems.
Told you.
They say
I told you that boy bitch was a diva. I told y'all. I told you, rewind the tape. I told y'all, rewind the
That's what
tape.
he did.
Yeah,
I said that bitch was feeling like, I ain't that old, bitch. I'm going to let you shine, but bitch, I'm going to shine.
They
Still a
said
Yorkie.
that-
That's the cougar Yorkie.
They said
Yeah.
she's a diva. So apparently, this is the real story on what happened. They said on the set of Empire, she showed up late. And one of the cast members said, "Oh, Nia, you on black people time."
Wow.
And she didn't find that funny.
Ooh.
So she snapped. And so Taraji stepped in and said, "Damn, you on your period, girl?"
Ooh.
And she didn't like that. Apparently, it's a whole bunch of humor on the set.
Right.
And she
And
don't have any.
she ain't have time for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she caught an attitude. So that's how it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's catch-22. Because she knew on the set.
You probably
And
feel like they bullying you.
no, not that they bullying you, but some people take that shit like offensive.
Mhm.
Like, and she ain't used to their joking ways and shit. So for
Right.
somebody to come say, "Damn, you on black people time," probably was white people around. And you know, you shouldn't say certain things like that
Facts.
around certain
Because if a white person would have said it, they would have been offended.
exactly.
So now what has hit the fan that the makeup and hair team of Empire, they filed a complaint against her.
Damn.
Yeah, they filed a complaint against her. You know, because apparently she's on a couple of episodes.
Right.
So they filed a complaint like, if she going to be coming in here acting like that, we don't want to work with that bitch. Okay, go back to Love Jones. Okay, if it ever happened, again, you know what I'm saying? But I like Nia Long. I wish she ain't come in there like that. But we don't know these bitches.
We don't know.
We don't know these bitches.
Regular people.
Okay, now don't you remember the girl that Beyonce did the FaceTime with?
Mhm.
Ebony that had cancer? She passed away. She
She
passed away. Yeah, just 4 days after Beyonce FaceTimed her. But her biggest wish was to meet Beyonce.
And she did.
And Beyonce fulfilled her wish. Yes. Fetty Wap! Okay?
Man.
Y'all know what happened with
Man,
Fetty Wap?
oh, man.
The same thing that happened to our boy, okay? From DC, that rapper. Okay? Y'all know he got his chain taken.
Oh.
Yes!
Mm.
So get this. Fetty Wap was in New Jersey.
In Jersey.
Yes! So a brawl broke out and shit, and somebody attacked Fatty and took his chain. And the fucking nigga that took his chain post a picture on Instagram with the goddamn chain on.
As they all do.
Yes!
They all do the same thing.
He
Pass it
robbed the
around.
nigga and gave like a daddy boo boo and took a picture.
Richard.
Well, most
Man,
of you
daddy boo
niggas-
boo, now the cops is coming for you. Shit.
Yes, thank
That's
you.
his hometown too, New Jersey.
New
That's where he's
Jersey?
from.
But
Yeah, you know they say they hate you the most at home.
everybody, bro. When you come, they hate you for not coming back to your hood. Then when you come back to your hood, they try to rob you and do stupid shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because in my eyes, I ain't seen him do nothing wrong but take care of all his mans around him.
Mhm.
Everybody that he came up with, he took him. So maybe that was somebody that used to be with the Cuz. We don't know.
Yeah.
But I know Cuz was big as shit with that little ass
Yeah,
gun.
he took
and
that
he robbed
shit.
him for that.
Yes.
Junk, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I don't care who you is. You don't got a point to prove to nobody, Holmes. What you was doing in that store by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
With a $25,000-$30,000 chain on by yourself.
Bullshit.
Toast gonna be with me. Your ass gonna get shot back or something. Like you can't just you put yourself in certain predicaments, man, to impress nobody.
That's crazy. So poor Fetty Wap. Poor Fetty Wap. I like Fetty.
I do too.
I
all
like
them kids.
Fetty. I said, that's crazy, man. So y'all know Erica Dixon, from Love and Hip Hop. She got arrested.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she got arrested.
By 5 police officers.
Yeah, by 5 police officers. Yeah. They came at her like she was a pit bull.
Oh, yeah.
But she was talking a lot of shit.
She talked some shit.
She talked some
She
shit.
said it's just me. Where's the women officer? It's 5 men.
What she say?
She said it's just me. Where's the women officer? It's 5 men.
But
I said, okay, Erica, bitch. You better shut the fuck up, bitch. You know what they do down south, bitch. I would have got out smooth criminal, bitch, with the head and all, bitch.
Flicking cards at him, son.
Bitch.
but do
Yeah.
you think she was wrong? Do you think she was wrong for flicking off like that?
Bitch, she must have had a cocktail or two. Because if I had a cocktail or two, I would have flipped off too. But if I was sober, I would have been out smooth, bitch.
Well, they pulled her over because she was speeding. That's why they pulled her over.
Okay.
And then they pressed her out or whatever because she started getting rowdy.
Mm-hmm.
So they took her ass in. But her mugshot was cut. She
Work
looked
it.
it good. She gave a little,
Was she going out?
bitch, she gave a little, they got me.
Yes.
Bitch, I did it.
Good. That's okay. You better pose for the police officers.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so that's my tea for today. Now let's go on with Tony T. What you got for us,
Yeah,
Tony?
good morning, man. An inmate died after being locked in the scalding hot shower for 2 hours. And the thing about the story is the guards did not get charged. So a security camera in Florida Day Correctional Institution was released March 17, 2017, shows prison guards escorting inmate Darren Rainey out of his cell on June 23, 2012, then carrying him down to the shower on a gurney 2 hours later. Darren Rainey, an inmate at the Dade County Institution in South Florida, was serving a prison sentence for cocaine possession in 2012. When the guards took him out of his cell and forced him into a shower stall, they locked the door. From the outside, they turned on scalding hot water, possibly with degrees as high as 180.
Why the fuck they do that?
Then they walked away into a narrow room and watched as the other room filled with steam. 50-year-old Rainey, who is diagnosed with schizophrenia, could be heard screaming, "I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore," fellow inmates would later say. After 2 hours, the guards went to check on him. Rainey lay dead on his back in 3 inches of high standing steaming water with skin reddened and began to peel off his body.
Damn.
Pieces of his flesh was floating next to him.
Oh my
Rainey's
God.
death prompted a sweeping investigation of the prison, which reported Dade County correction officers had rigged the shower to punish special inmates who had misbehaved.
Oh, so that was
So he
his
wasn't the
punishment.
first. Yeah, I guess the water just got a little too hot.
Yeah, they shouldn't be
That time.
doing that.
I mean,
anyway.
they shouldn't have been
Did
doing
they
it
get
anyway.
charged?
No.
They didn't
No.
get charged.
Here you go. According to the report, nothing turned up in the investigation that met requirements for filing criminal charges.
That's fucked up.
That's
Yo,
fucked
That's
up.
fucked
If you wouldn't have
up.
put me in the room,
The
I wouldn't have
system is
fucking
fucked
died.
up.
If you wouldn't have put me in there and turned the hot water on, I wouldn't have died. I just would have been in solitary confinement. You turned on steam, that's now like a pan with an egg in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. What you got for us today, ridiculous Ron?
So a woman voted for Donald Trump. Now her husband's getting deported after nearly 20 years in the United States.
See,
That's
bitch.
your president. That's your president.
No,
That's your president.
no. I mean, he was here illegally. I mean, shit.
Oh, he was here.
yeah, he was here illegally.
Oh.
And how he got caught was him and his family had a trip to Niagara Falls, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they accidentally went across the border to
Mhm.
Toronto because it's right there on the borderline.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when the customs, they realized he was here illegally. So they let ICE know, which is the immigration customs. Immigration customs. And so they basically had a long search for him. And when they detained him, they was letting his wife know that it's been 16 years. So they finally caught up with him, and she thought it was a joke. But they was like, nah, it ain't no joke.
I know she wished she never voted for Trump.
Yeah, basically. But see, my thing is, you can't blame Trump on that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit, all them young dudes was voting for Barack, and all the parents voting for Barack, and they fucking kids was getting smoked in the street, and Barack wasn't doing shit about that out of Chicago. I mean,
Right.
shit happens, but I wouldn't put that on Barack though.
Right.
I mean, it just.
But you would put that on Donald Trump because that's his law he enforced.
No.
But
No.
if Barack would have sent the troops there or something,
Truth-
people would have been
truth
complaining
be
about that.
told, no, a lot of people don't realize this. Trump didn't make this shit up. Now, he made the dumbass idea about the wall, but Barack, Clinton, and all of them been trying to get the illegal immigrants out of here and keep them out of here.
But the
No,
ones
but-
that was a threat to the United States,
Barack
right?
was giving them
No.
green cards.
No.
Barack was giving them green cards though, bruh.
green cards for what?
He helped allow them to be able to stay here. He
Nah.
was no bullshit. Barack Obama helped allow them to be able to stay here, bruh.
In the same breath that he giving out green cards, he was passing legislation trying to get them out the country.
Fact.
So Trump comes in. Basically, when a
But
president,
Trump ain't trying to help whatsoever.
why should he? They hit illegal. That's the key word. They hit illegal, not the ones that's actual have their right paperwork and everything. And
Yeah.
trying.
Obama was
these
saying
are
get your
illegal.
shit, get your papers
Trump just
together.
the
or go.
enforcer. All presidents start the legislation, and the president
Was they married?
Yeah.
So if they get married, don't that make him legal?
Yeah.
Nah.
Supposedly.
So he's not
Supposedly,
illegal.
yeah, exactly.
If they married, it makes him legal. To be-
unless he didn't go get his green card when he got married. You're supposed to go get it when you get married.
Well, in the article, it say he got his work permit, social security card with permission from ICE agents, and he has a driver's license.
Oh yeah.
So that means he legal.
He be back. He's probably
Yeah.
just technical stimulations right now, like
Well,
the airport shit.
And also at the time, he wasn't legal, so they could be all some bullshit like, well,
And come back when your shit
yeah.
is,
Right. Oh,
when your
okay.
paper's clear.
Well, give us your story for the day, Miami. What is your tea?
So my tea is Florida mom arrested for lying about her daughter being kidnapped when she really got too drunk and forgot where she was.
What?
Wow.
Bitch, what that bitch was drinking, bitch, because I don't want it. Bitch.
No bullshit.
Same thing like that man that down at tequila and died. I don't want
Corn
it.
liquor or some shit.
Oh, hell
What
no.
happened? Give us the tea,
They
man.
said so. Maria, which is 29 years old,
Uh-huh.
she admitted to making up a story to Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Said allegedly told deputies she had been drinking all day Saturday and had and could not remember where her daughter was because she was so drunk. The child was found short time later, and she's been held in jail on Sunday and can't be reached for any comments.
Of course, she
Oh
can't get
my
out till
God.
Monday.
Damn. That's some
See, that's
this
what I'm
bitch
saying.
got
That's why.
fucked up on Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean Saturday. Called the police. Where's my child? She's been kidnapped. Yeah, that bitch was fucked up.
That bitch was fucked up.
She rolled
No,
over the next
at the
morning,
end of
hung
the
up.
day, you know what? That's what I'm
That
saying.
bitch was fucked up.
If you can't control your liquor, don't fuck with it. That
Facts.
probably wasn't liquor. She might get a little needle, do a
Yeah,
little snort.
something.
Yeah, drop a little acid
And
in the eyes.
so they had to do something, a little mushroom. This was hallucinating. Fuck
That's
that.
why it was corn liquor down south, though.
Yeah.
They drink that illegal liquor.
Oh my God, that's funny as shit.
That's me getting drunk right now.
But she's
Then I
locked
called
up?
the police.
She's locked up.
Yeah, she's locked up.
Keep
Well,
her.
I guess that was over the weekend. So
Keep
she's
her and
probably
put her in the
out right now.
program. Yeah.
Yeah, she needs help.
It's
Okay.
like waking up.
So I got 2 stories here, okay, for the tea party that I want to share. We're going to call this segment Me and My Husband.
Ooh.
Okay? So these are women that is married. They have situations. Now, I want your intake on it. I'm going to tell you what went down. Then I want your intake. Then I'm going to tell you what they did. Okay? Are y'all ready?
I'm ready.
First, listen up, good girlfriends, homeboys, and haters. Keep up, okay? We only got an hour, bitch. Okay, me and my husband. My husband wanted to wait until we got married to have sex because of his religion. Something I respected and love about him. My husband had never had sex before, and we never did anything sexual but kiss and rub up against each other. Sound like me back in the day under the porch. Okay? Here she goes. She says, I dated him for 3 years. Okay? Married him in the 3rd year of us dating. On honeymoon night, I was juiced up and ready to ride that thing like a runaway slut.
Work.
To find out that my husband had a birth defect in between his legs. He was born with a vagina and a penis. This motherfucker was a morphodite. Listen, Tea Party. He was born with a vagina and a penis. Okay? And the penis wasn't bigger than a baby's pinky. And that's when it was hard.
Wow.
Okay, pause it right there. What would y'all would have done? If you was waiting for your significant other to have sex until you was married, right? Even for guys. And you see that your woman had a birth defect in between her legs. Your first time seeing it on honeymoon night. What would you would have done?
Beat the shit out of my mother. If I was a man, I would kill that man. Because technically you a man too.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's definitely
That's
it.
a birth defect, but you know those birth defects exist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but you gotta let your person know before you get married.
That's true.
That's keeping a secret.
Uh-huh.
I'm taking them to court.
Nah,
I'm taking their ass to court.
That's not revealing who you really are.
Bitch, you just dick fish me. You didn't even catfish me. You dick fish me.
Right.
You dick.
That's not
You don't
revealing
even
who
have
you
a
are.
cat.
Right.
Yeah, you going to court.
What would you would have done, Ron?
Joe, I probably would have been in jail that night.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, because first of all, I'm backed up for 3 years.
Right.
So I'm ready to fucking explode. My balls blue as a motherfucking the sky.
And I've been rubbing the motherfuckers against this nigga with a dick. They been
Exactly.
rubbing.
Yeah,
So they been swore fighting with a cover on it.
No bullshit.
Oh, man.
That's
Get the
disgusting.
fuck
And
out
she
of
said
here.
it wasn't bigger than a baby's pinky, and that was on the heart.
Oh, my God.
Bitch, you been kissing and rubbing and didn't feel nothing.
That nigga had 2 neighbors.
Thank you.
Two Audis.
Feel nothing.
Oh my God. So listen, now let me tell you what she done. Okay? She said,
Divorce.
I was so disgusted. I called the Uber. And she said, honestly, Lonnie, I fucked the driver because I was that in
Damn!
Listen. She said, honestly, Lonnie, I fucked the driver because I was that in heat. Left Texas and moved to Florida with my parents and filed for divorce.
Thank you.
The driver came on.
I ain't mad at it.
I ain't mad at that.
I ain't gonna lie. I usually don't like shit like this. But fuck that. That motherfucker lied to her, Joe. She was in the right.
He both had
The
told her.
Uber driver came on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she fucked the driver.
Thank you.
God
And she was
damn.
in heat.
And he might was African.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my
That
God.
driver came off.
Damn.
Okay, so let's go to the next story. Okay, these stories are called Me and My Husband. Okay, she says, Lonnie, my husband has been trying to convince me to spice up our sex life by adding another woman in the bedroom. She said, now, Lonnie, I never been with a woman before, but I love my husband. So I agreed. And as soon as I got home one Friday afternoon, my husband was making out with a pretty lady on the living room floor. So I just took my clothes off and joined. And I must admit, it was adventurous and exciting. So I asked my husband, did you like that? And he said, hell yeah. 3 is a treat. So Ross said, So listen, so for his birthday, I decided to spice it up again. He worked on his birthday, and that day I didn't because I was setting the mood. So when he came home and walked through the living room towards the kitchen, there I was, getting pounded from the back by a muscular, big dick dude I met at Home Depot.
Kanye face
What
again?
would you would have done? What would you have done?
That was
Okay.
That was
Get the fuck out of here, didn't she? Got you back.
Damn.
Got you the fuck back. No, because that's fucked up. See,
First of
this
all,
is the trick.
he fucked
When you
up.
have a threesome,
He wasn't
right?
supposed to already
Exactly,
been
he
there with
supposed to
the
let
bitch.
the woman get the bitch.
Nah, not even that. Even
Yes,
if
he do.
No, even if
Yes.
she let you get the bitch, you don't be there fucking the bitch when she come home.
Exactly, that's why I said you let the woman's supposed to get to the woman first and lead the way.
Ron confused like shit.
Yeah, I was about to give her a standing ovation. She just fucked me up with that shit, man.
Yes, and she made him a
He
home
said
keeper.
3 is a treat.
Yes.
He didn't say 2 women was a treat. He said 3 is a treat.
Yeah, see, he did fuck up by fucking that girl on the floor before
You
while
don't,
she was
you
coming
don't
home.
already be
Because I was gonna
started, bro.
suggest if you gonna have something like that with your wife, you gotta get them joints from out of town. Y'all gotta go somewhere out of town because you don't want them to have that attachment with somebody that close. So go ahead out of town. Y'all
It's
play
not
the
about, I mean, yeah, I agree with the out of town part too, but I'm just saying, like, it should be more of a, you know what I'm saying, like stimulation. Like, it should, I should not, me walking in the house seeing my husband
I'm
fight
blowing
somebody,
shit up.
I mean, fucking somebody. Fuck no. The first thing I'm not thinking about is joining. I'm thinking about killing, going to the morgue. Ain't I'm dressed for it? Shit. Fuck that. Fuck that.
So, but see, you was all excited when it was 2 women.
Yes, I was.
But due to the fact that she brought a man in, you didn't like that.
You didn't like
Guess
that.
So
what,
that's
though?
a double
She
standard.
got
Guess what,
construction worker from
He
Home
was
Depot,
wrong,
man.
bruh, for fucking her when she walked in the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, that fucking...
But in his mind, he's
that-
thinking like,
No, because guess
No,
what?
he
She
like-
agreed to it. She
Yeah.
didn't agree to it that day. She came home and it was already going on.
But she said, hey, she loved her husband. She took her clothes off and she got involved.
Lonnie, hear what I'm saying?
She got
When he
his
was
ass
fucking
back
that
though.
bitch, he wasn't expecting her to come home and be with the shits. He just so happened to be fucking and got caught, and she was with the shits.
No, she agreed. Remember
she didn't
said,
agree that day though. She didn't say, "Hey,
Well, they don't
tomorrow
say
when
what
I
day.
come home
He
from
could have
work,
been trying to be
being here fucking a
spontaneous,
bitch."
Yeah.
Bruh, you taking a risk with these.
But at least he
with
talked,
women,
they talked
bruh.
about it.
You taking a risk with women, bruh. She might stab your ass up. And
So
forget
let's see
she
what
agreed.
happened. So remember, we in the kitchen, right? And she's getting pounded from the back from the man from Home Depot. So listen. Then the husband ran upstairs and got his gun and chased the dude out the back door ass naked. While I screamed to the top of my lungs, Lonnie, stop, baby, stop. I thought you liked threesomes. Me and my husband has been separated ever since. And that happened in 2010.
So the dude that came from Home Depot, he was undercover then. I'm not undercover, but he was gay then, right?
No, he was a worker.
But to go have a threesome with a stranger that's a guy, that's kind of...
Yeah, you kind of setting yourself up. But
Well,
threesome,
I don't know.
Yeah, that's...
she ain't say...
Well, some niggas like pounding out women.
No, I
No.
mean, the Home Depot dude knew he was going into a threesome. Though.
With a nigga.
Right, yeah.
With a dude that he don't even know.
Oh, okay. So,
So
you think that's gay?
Yeah, because guess what? In the threesome, if you not saying we about to go jump this female or whatever the case may be, a threesome means everybody play with everybody. That's a difference from a G. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't two niggas.
Well,
front
I'm
and
sure
back.
back in the day or up and coming in your days, you and your mans ran the G's on girls.
I used
That's
to
a
think it was
G.
cool.
We
as
didn't
a-
do a threesome.
when
threesome
I
Or
was
was
maybe
just
she was
switching
feeling like
around.
she wanted to get G.
Cool.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still.
I mean,
cool.
I'm not trying to be
What's
funny.
the pleasure? Hold on, let me
I
ask
don't
you a
know.
question. What's the pleasure of a man having two women? What's your pleasure?
Oh, it's a fan.
I like to see them together. Me honestly.
Beautiful.
I
Oh,
sit
you like
back,
to
roll
see
my
them-
J. I watch them get it in for a good hour. And
So
then
you
I
forcing
join.
your girl to be a lesbian?
Nope, because my girl right now don't even like girls. Never been with a girl in her life, but I settle for
I
her
think
because
it's
it ain't a
another woman,
priority
though.
to me.
But why? What is your fantasy of having two women?
Because it's just a fantasy. It's beautiful. Like, women are so beautiful. And to
Together.
have two women, me personally, I really think that it's in every woman to have a little thing for another woman. I mean, it's
No, all women not like that.
Until you
not
see
saying
them
they all the way out
until
there.
you see
I
them
don't
click
agree with
rubbing
that.
together and all of that, then you'll get that feeling and you see what we see.
But some women, some women or some girls' fantasy is to be getting fucked in the back and have a dick in their mouth.
Thank you.
let it be known.
Thank you.
Let it be known. I do not knock them.
girls
Let
like
it be known.
I'll be honest
Girls
with you.
like that.
Don't get me wrong. It is on my bucket list.
But
I'm
you
not
just let it
gonna lie.
be known. You didn't just sit right here.
I'm
and
not
act like
gonna
a church
lie.
girl,
No,
knowing
it's
you
on
got
the
dick on your
bucket
head.
list. I'm just saying, same way you trying to get your dick sucked and lick a little pussy at the same time.
You trying to suck
You
some
get what I'm
dick and
saying?
get your pussy.
I would.
But you letting it be
most
known.
girls be riding dick and have her nigga put his finger in her mouth. You get what I'm
letting
saying?
it be known.
Same sensation. I wouldn't mind getting fucking have another dick in my
You
mouth.
letting it be known.
I
though.
don't know if I'm going to ever do it because I'm not going to be able to look at the niggas the next day.
It's a difference, bro. Listen, it's a difference when you don't.
Hold on. Let me inform everybody that's watching right now. This is Welfare Radio. We're not your typical radio station. Bitch, we talk about what you thinking at home, bitch. Okay?
They said
We're not your typical radio station. My good girlfriend said, Tony, calm down. Somebody said, Tony, calm down. So back to you, okay?
No, seriously. It's definitely on the bucket list, but my thing is that, like me, I'm very sexual when I do have sex. So, like, I want to be able, and I ain't gonna lie, I can get, or let me say, I have gotten head from somebody, and then like not like them. So I want to be able to like the person after I have sex. So I don't know if I will be able to ever do it for real. And then it's just like, for someone to be like, oh, I G Miami, like. That's kind of a big fucking thing. Yeah, so just like,
you know how many bitches I got G?
I'm not one of them.
I'm just saying.
The fuck?
You just said you want to be one of them. No,
it's a thought.
It's a thought that turns you on,
right? Yeah, it is a thought. Don't you get me wrong. I would go buy a dick from China and I get fucked by my man and put the dick in my mouth. That's the G.
That is G.
I respect the fact that she open with that shit and you ain't saying and you ain't shutting it down. No, I respect that shit because a lot of women.
I'm not saying, but my whole thing is that
you respect it, Ron, because you with it.
Lonnie, this is the thing. A lot of women want that and won't say it though. A lot of women that sit right there like, ew, knowing she want a dick on her fucking head while she ride on one. But they'll sit there and say ew because Miami just admitted to it though.
But see, this is what I'm saying, that the fantasy that the husband had, the wife took part in it. Yeah. Right? So that was the fantasy that the wife had. So why couldn't the husband take part in that?
He told her about his fantasy. She didn't tell him about hers. That's the difference right there with nothing else to be said on my part.
I mean, but most men don't accept. Most men, like, I'm sorry, y'all men are weak. Like, we could take it up and suck it in and be like, he's fucking the shit out of her. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Listen. She said in this letter, she said, I must admit, okay, it was adventurous and exciting. So I asked my husband, did you like that? He said, hell yeah, 3 is a treat. So for his birthday, that's what she planned.
But you still didn't say, babe, I'm bringing a nigga. It's a difference. He said, boy,
it was a surprise. It was a surprise. Just like he surprised her fucking a woman on the living room floor.
Thank you.
She was in the kitchen.
So you run it back.
Bitch, like she was.
So you run it back. So look, you run it back. Boo. What about bring a dude? Give him a chance to say yes or no.
I guess she just was looking at it the same way he was looking at it.
Yeah, cool.
But nah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I know most men is not rocking like, I'm not about to watch my bitch get fucked. Yeah. Fucking out.
You can't look at her the same way.
If I'm in love with my bitch, cuz, and she say she wanted to fuck a nigga, my thing is she gonna fuck that nigga if you agree or not.
No, not really.
Man, fuck what y'all.
You gotta have an open mind. That's not true.
No. If it's a nigga that she attracted to and she came to you and said, look, boo, I'm in love with you, but I just want to get this off, she's gonna get that off. Her friends is in her ear gonna boost that. Something's gonna happen. One of them vulnerable days that you was talking about, he gonna get that pussy.
But she's supposed to have that fair God.
Fuck all that, bro. Listen, we being real.
That's on some other shit.
When women want a nigga, they go for what they know, bro.
All women not like that.
That's what I say, because I'm not. I'm not.
Hold on, you talking about you hear us? I'm not a woman, Tony. But all women not like that.
Do you hear me?
I hear you, but I don't believe you.
You hear me?
I hear you, but I don't believe you.
Yeah,
I don't believe you though.
Hold on, all women are not like that. So you can't stereotype all women. That's just like all women saying all black men are dogs.
But Ron stereotyped last week when he said that vulnerable time that a woman get. That's what I'm saying.
But he didn't say all women is vulnerable.
Touching that same time when you make
defend yourself, Ron. You didn't say all women are vulnerable, did you?
I mean, first of all, every woman has vulnerable points.
So every man has some insecurities.
No,
thank you.
But hold on.
Let's talk about it.
But what I'm gonna say is,
okay, Tony. Okay. Now you sit there and be like, you
I'm not Iron Man. I'm not Iron Man.
I'm for bitches.
Listen, I know it's niggas out here more money than me. I know it's niggas that
he acting like he the black hope for bitches.
Look better than me. I know.
So all men ain't insecurities. So you don't have no insecurities in you.
Everybody got insecurities,
right? Tony, you don't have no insecurities. No. Oh my God. So Tony, so you want to know it's niggas with the black hope for bitches?
I'm not. Yeah. All I'm saying is this: I know it's niggas with more money than me, got more than me, look better than me, got more going in life than me. I'm in touch with that. I'm fine with myself. I can't complain about nothing. So why would I be insecure?
So in your mind, when you find that woman that you was in love with, okay, not in your mind, but in your heart. Mm-hmm. When you find that woman that you are in love with, deeply in love with, the woman that you want to spend the rest of your life with, you don't have that insecurity in you that be like, man, I hope she don't find no attraction to no other man.
Guess what? This is why I don't.
So you saying you don't have that?
I got that going on right now, but when I leave the house, I'm not second guessing on what she's doing. I only could trust her, but that's all we got is trust.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, insecurity gets me hacking her phone.
Okay, so say that.
Watch it. I don't do none of that.
Okay, so if that's something that you don't do you do this? Do you say, damn, I hope this woman never fall out of love with me because I really love her?
Fact.
You say that?
Yeah, that's reality. That's not being insecure though. Being insecure is when I leave out the house, I call Ron, hey, swing past my jump, make sure the car outside. Or you know what I'm saying?
No, that's not being insecurity. That's not trusting her. That's not trust. That's not having trust.
Same, bro.
No, not necessarily. Mm-hmm. That's not trusting her. That's what that is.
Cool.
Insecurities is when you have those little doubts. I'm not gonna say doubts, but like when you just have those things in you that you just be like, man, I hope this woman never fall, out of love with me. Fact. You know what I'm saying? Or I hope I still turn her on like I turned her on when I was 16. You know what I'm saying? You start asking yourself those things. So do you ever experience those things?
Yeah, but I didn't know those was insecurities. I thought those was just you just being in touch with reality.
They are.
Being
that's why I said everybody.
They are.
Being insecure means like I take my clothes off and I'm hiding myself because I don't like how I look compared. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm skinny. So being insecure is when I take my clothes off and get out the shower, I come out with a robe on because I'm skinny. And
no, that's a lack of confidence.
Cool.
Right. That's what that
Miami
is.
just asked me, she just said, not all women are vulnerable. Now, I'm not saying, when I said what I meant by that was, every woman has a vulnerable moment. At that moment when you're vulnerable, it becomes up to her if she's going to choose to jump that line on that. But a nigga fucking up every day, meaning she's vulnerable because he didn't hurt her. And a lot of women got that friend that they still talk to on the side.
Yeah, and that's what it said. And I'm trying to be funny. That's what I said. It's like, I want to say, I guess, different levels of being vulnerable or whatever the case may be. But I know if I'm in a relationship, and people know when you're in a relationship if you actually wanted to work. That's just like if you go to counseling, you wanted it to work. Now, if you're getting closure, you know that it's over. Right. For the most part, right? So if I'm going to counseling, but on the same note, I still have an insecurity about my relationship. Like, I know I wanted to work, but I'm not sure if the other person wanted to work. Why wouldn't I be smart and still be dating on the side? I might not be fucking. You get what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily doing anything wrong. I'm telling them this is what's going on in my household. This is where I'm at in my life. But I'm not going to just...
So you justifying your cheating? Because that's cheating too.
Cheating is whatever you can't do in front of your partner's face.
No, cheating is open up a door for another man to take.
No, cheating is whatever you cannot do in front of your partner's face. If you and your partner is going through something and y'all have an understanding that y'all seeing other people.
Oh well, yeah.
And y'all still can stand in y'all same household, then that's not cheating.
But what about if you got a man and you still getting offered to get taken out to eat and all of that, and you accepting those?
Yeah, if I'm accepting that without my boyfriend knowing, then yes, that's cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said whatever you cannot do.
She said whatever you can't do in front of your partner.
But so out the blue, when you going through things with your boyfriend, you all of a sudden got a date?
No, I'm not necessarily saying a date. I didn't necessarily say a date.
Or out to eat or whatever.
No, I'm saying it could be conversation. That's what I'm saying.
But even if you told your dude, like, I'm about to go I'm about to go eat at Ming's. But you ain't telling them you got a nigga meeting you at Ming's. You just told them you going to Ming's, but you ain't telling them a nigga meeting you at Ming's. You just cheated. You just cheated, and that's what happens every day. They get half of the story.
Okay, but he didn't say, and he said that he's gonna be at the studio late too, didn't he? But he ain't say he was getting his dick sucked at the studio late, did he?
Guess what? One thing about me, you can FaceTime or pop up at any studio I go to.
He didn't say that.
And guess what? I
think some people at the tea party going through some shit.
I'm not going through it. All I'm saying is this.
I don't know what's going on in the tea party, but I think
I'm speaking on what y'all speaking. All I'm saying is,
I see why you want black bitch.
We ain't give a pass. We ain't give a pass about girls say we going to. She going to. We want to. Whole time they got.
I'm putting the secrets out of people today. I am not a taker, baby.
Because my girl tell me she going to eat. I say, all right, boom, I'm going to the studio. That's all I'm focused on the stew. I ain't worried about that. A nigga just met her at the bar and bought her drinks and they talking. And even if it's a fake friend, whatever, you didn't tell me. So it was a reason why you didn't tell me.
You right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You right.
If I told her that and I got caught, Miami called her, yeah, Tony at the bar with a bar. Roof blown off. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it depends because I know I'm a very beautiful woman and I ain't gonna lie, I go out all the time by myself and 80%, 85% of the time that I go out by myself,
but as a beautiful woman,
someone's at the bar, you know, trying to buy me a drink,
from a friend
having a conversation. Some of the guys be married and they just want to have a conversation and really be on some the bill is paid type shit. Or I didn't even know that the bill was paid, but when I'm going to go pay the bill is paid.
Already. Cool.
Yeah, paid already, and he's gone. Didn't give me his number.
Women got it sweet.
Anything like that. No, that's not.
Yes, they do.
I have not paid for our bill before.
Women come on Facebook
every
day.
Don't do that.
I need some shoes, some money, and they get
like you a real one though. I give you that, but a lot of females gonna keep, and don't. And not one.
That's because a lot of females are used to getting played, so they feel as though, you know what? He want to fuck all them other bitches. I'm going to get the coin. So that's where women. That's how it is with women. I feel as though that's the battle. That's why I'm gonna be 100. If I'm in a relationship, a long-term relationship, and if my man was to cheat on me, I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather for him if he meet her that day and give her some dick, and that's the fuck about it, versus whining and dining. Because I feel as though the women is winning the longer they playing fucking Tom and Jerry.
I agree, 100%.
I'm seriously. That Tom and Jerry shit is not it. It's like, damn, you taking time out of what could be for us to spend with somebody else versus if it just happened. If it just happened, I ain't gonna lie, me, I can accept it a little bit more. All right, but you got dicked out.
When he spent money, that's the difference.
It's not even necessarily about the money. It's more of I'm a time person.
Yeah.
Because I can walk around the block with my son. He have a wonderful time versus me taking him. I'm not even gonna lie. Going to go buy him a new game system or something like that.
So if he's spending time with it, that means
because the money ain't nothing. If a nigga got money, that shit ain't shit to spend. I mean, it ain't shit to spend.
Yeah.
Like,
right, it ain't nothing.
Right.
So, okay, well, I see that conversation that me and my husband opened up a lot of shit.
Yes,
they went left. So now let me grab it right back. But yes. So, I understand what everybody is saying, but when it comes to me and my husband and things like that, so do you guys agree with the husband going crazy, or is just a double standard?
It's kind of both, because I do agree with
so you basically saying the husband can have his cake and eat it too, but she can't have her cake and eat it too.
And that's wrong. I do agree with that. That is wrong. But most men are like that. I don't. Damn near every guy I know that I done asked is, are they willing to have a threesome with their woman?
Guys are willing to have two women in the bedroom and one woman join their wife, then they have another man in the bedroom and pound out their wife.
Of course.
9.5 out of 10 men is going to say,
a nigga not trying to see
this is my thing. This is what I feel. I feel like if you're going to open the door for the threesome, make sure that both parties have say so. That's my thing. Now, if you want to deal with a woman, okay, deal with a woman. Now, if I want to bring a man in here, let her have the option of bringing a man in there. If you can't go both ways, then it shouldn't go no way.
Nah, but that's how I agree.
I'll be honest.
I'm not doing nothing with no nigga, bro. But
let's
say if I got married to my wife and I'm years in,
you don't gotta do nothing with the nigga.
What I'm saying, if I got married to my wife, bro,
then you fuck
if I got married to my wife and I'm years in, right, and she been giving me threesomes, and she say, yeah, somebody I want to fuck, I'm not taking part in that. I might be in the house and Holmes come in and get that off or whatever, just being fair. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I'm not going to be looking at her different after that, but I let him go hit that junk. That don't mean that tomorrow I won't be still looking at her like she my wife. I might still be looking at her side eyes a little bit because it got settled in.
Okay, so let me ask everybody this. Are you into a threesome?
With girls?
No, with you and your wife. You and your girl. Would you
Now?
have a threesome with you and your girl?
If she was in the girls, yeah.
Okay. Ron, would you have a threesome with you and your girl?
Yeah, I would like that, but it'd definitely be out of town.
Would you have a threesome?
I would have a threesome with both parties. 2 men and 2 women. Shit. There's no cards over here.
Well, me personally, I
Oh,
wouldn't have a
wow.
threesome because I'm too jealous. I can't see nobody having intercourse with the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with.
See,
I don't have nothing against it, but that's just me. Like, I'm too jealous. Like, I can't watch my man or, you know what I'm saying, get pound or do anything with somebody else. I would look at that situation. I would probably look at him funny for the rest of my life.
That
I
is
would,
true.
honestly, I would look at him funny for the rest of my life.
Let me say,
I would want my man to be so defensive of his body and that it's only for me that he wouldn't dare let somebody else be so inviting.
But for men, it's different.
I'm a man though, Tony. You keep saying but for men. I'm still a man.
You a man
Even though
though.
I'm gay,
Nah, but hear what
I'm
I'm
still
saying.
a man, Tony.
I ain't mean it that way. What I'm saying,
I'm still a man.
For men, for straight men, it's different because most of these females are bad. So what if a nigga into a girl for her and only her, but she still like girls? Now he forced to have to deal with a female that still wants to
Hey,
step out.
this all I envision, Joe. Imagine you walking in the motherfucking door and your motherfucking girl getting destroyed and she just reaching for you like, help me. Help
And he's just like this, fuck
me. That nigga motherfucker destroyed her ass. She like, help me. Yeah,
If you can't take it, I feel like that. You just should do it. If you can't let your girl get fucked by a man, then you shouldn't be letting your girl get fucked with a woman.
How
Now, I'm
many
gonna be
niggas
honest, like
forcing
how you said, I ain't gonna lie, I would probably feel, I'm like thinking about it, like even though, like I said, the idea of having, because, you know, like I said, even like people like more than one things while, you know, like having sex, like a little nipple rubbing while you getting a little head. You know what I mean? You like more than one thing. So that's why I said more than one person. You get what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie, like thinking about it now, like I probably would be timid fucking someone I love or been with for years in front of another person. I'd be like, what? I don't want to make them jealous, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, but personally, like I ain't gonna lie, I like having fun with women,
right?
You know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't want my man, but I would do it if that would make sense.
That makes sense.
mean?
That
So,
makes sense.
That's what
I understand where everybody's coming from when it comes to that, but that's just my take on it, you know.
Right.
And then this the thing too, with like in this generation now, I don't understand why everybody is so now interested in this. I call it the Stevie J world, the Stevie J and Jocelyn world. You know what I'm saying? Bringing people in the relationship to make it exciting. That makes me think that, damn, you bored with me?
Yeah, I agree too.
You need somebody else just to spice up my relationship.
So early.
Being pushed, like the gayness is being pushed. Like they giving it a green light. I
understand that. Like, why can't we just spice up our relationship with us? Let's bring in toys. Let's role play.
Society is telling them to do that.
No, I don't think it's society. What it is, that my personal opinion is that I think women do go the extra mile to keep their man. I think. I'm not saying men don't do it either. You get what I'm saying? But I do think women goes the extra mile first to keep their man. So I feel as though most women, since they already have an idea or think or know that their man gonna cheat, it's more like, fuck it. If I let, you know what I'm saying? If I let him fuck in my face, hopefully he won't do it behind my back and hurt me. So I think that's where the threesomes for real come in at. I know.
So basically, a threesome is an excuse to cheat.
Yeah.
It's approval to cheat.
Yeah, it's more of approval of cheating. It's like, and most girls try to convince themselves like, well, at least if I give him a threesome, he's not going to cheat.
Y'all looking at it one-sided. What about the dude that only like his girl, but his girl like girls? They ain't gonna look at that as cheating if she step out with a girl.
If his girl like girls, then his girl should be with a girl.
My ex told me when I caught her with a girl, it's not cheating because it's a girl. So I put both of their ass out. If you ain't about to let me hit her, and y'all in my house, y'all both gotta get the fuck out. Because if you would have came in here and I had a girl, you would have blew this joint up.
Yeah.
But females be one-sided, like they say dudes be one-sided on a little threesome situation.
That's true.
I mean, that's a whole nother scenario.
I just think it's an excuse to cheat. Well, we down to 2 minutes left. So basically, we're gonna ask this question real quick, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Good girlfriends, homeboys, and haters. So, okay, where's my paper? Okay, here we go. Yes. Okay, so this is the question, okay? when is it time to let go of a relationship that you've been in for over 5 years? How many chances do you give that one person that you've been in over 5 years? How many chances do you give that one person that you've been in over 5 years?
You've been in this relationship for 5 years.
How many chances do you give that one person?
I don't think it's a certain number of chances. I just think it's a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, my number one rule is I give a person a shovel, and either they dig a hole, and I'll be going to their funeral as I'm dressed in all black today. I might be going to someone's fucking funeral. Or either they're going to make me a garden.
What about you, Ron?
It depends on what they did. Cheating, one. It all depends on the situation. Like she said, it's a feeling, man. When you really love somebody, you do dumb shit. You'll let them slide with some serious shit.
Right.
Or you might not, depending on your strength of love you got for them.
Right. What about you, Tony?
It depends on what they did. Because fuck ups could be, you could be in a relationship with somebody that financially fuck up. Or they mentally fuck up, like mentally abuse you. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be with somebody that stepped out and had some motherfucking kids on you or something. That's a line. That shit is over with. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no kids. You step out and have a child on me, that shit is dead. So that's
one of my
line.
Google girlfriends said 3 strikes. One of my other Google girlfriends says when the smile is gone.
I say don't count.
This my thing is when the smile is gone.
Yeah, I like that too.
That's a good slogan. Yeah, but this my thing right here. What I believe is, first of all, I'm not going to keep forgiving you over one thing that you keep constantly doing over.
That's what I said.
Yeah, like I'm not going. I'm gonna give you one chance. Like if you slip out or you do something, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't too harsh, I might say, okay, baby, we can work through it. But if you keep doing the same thing over, nah, nigga, that's just who you are.
Yeah,
that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we can't be together. So it depends on what the situation is. Now, you know, no relationship is perfect. Right. Okay, but everybody strive for perfection.
But if a person is used to want a certain way prior to you,
right?
You get what I'm saying? Or
but just because they used to a certain way prior to you, don't mean they
right.
have to
No,
bring
but
that
I'm saying
way
they get like if you. They're just like if
some
you
give defense.
If you used to the nightlife, you get what I'm saying. But you're trying to change to the daylight,
right?
So. Like 3 weeks out the month, you know what I'm saying? You getting up early, because you getting better. But every now and then you slip back up to the nightlife. You get what I'm saying? And that's like in a relationship. If they was used to dealing, like they not used to the growth. Because I feel like relationship is nothing but growth. Everything is going to always be new.
Right, but you know, when people get in relationships, they feel like everything's going to be lovey-dovey. When they don't understand is when you get with a person, that's when you start putting the work in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to build, you got to compromise, you got to look out for each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now that we're together, I can't be selfish. I got to put your priorities with my priorities.
And that's the problem. Because I think in relationships, most people, they feel as though, like, I know like one of my situations was, it wasn't even cheating. I already knew the person wasn't cheating. Not from a long shot, but they just wanted to move how they want to move. You get what I'm saying? Like, the communication was like there, but it wasn't always there. Like, if I'm decided to say, hey, I'm going to go to Philly to work, I'm supposed to say, hey, yo, I'm going to go to Philly to work. You know what I'm saying? Today versus just going to Philly and like, oh, yo, where you at? You at work? Yeah, but I'm all the way in Philly. Bitch. Like, I'm in a relationship. That definitely should have been left on the table before I went. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And vice versa.
I understand.
So sometimes people could just move how they want to move.
They feel like they don't
forgetting that they are in a relationship because they feel as though just because I'm not fucking a bitch or I'm not having sex with a male, that it's okay.
Right.
Well,
that's our time here on the morning tea with Lonnie B. Shit got real personal in here. Shit was revealed.
Bitch, your funeral was Sunday.
So we have a couple of doctor's appointments to schedule. So we need to go see a shrink, a little doctor, okay? Or maybe that fix your life, bitch, okay? But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in today. I appreciate y'all. If nobody told you they love you today, we do. And remember, let no bitch upset you. And we will see you this Thursday on the morning tea with Lonnie B. See y'all soon. Oh, I'm sorry. Google girlfriends, homeboys, and haters. I released a single today. Yeah. And I want y'all to check it out. It's called Good Morning. You can download it on iTunes. So make sure y'all check it out. But we're going to play it here right now for the website. Right, Donnell? All right. Get that shit.